I watched Police Activity on YouTube. This is one of the best YouTube channels ever. It's all the police body cam footage. I watched some wild shit go down today. This female police officer goes up to a house. She's just knocking on the door. Hey, anybody in there? This bitch comes running out with a big knife. I mean, we go from 0 to light speed instantly. Bitch is coming out with the knife. And stabs the cop immediately. Stabs her in the arm. The cop,
what a job.
The cop backs up down the stairs. The knife, I guess, was stuck in the cop, and then it fell out onto the ground. The cop screams into the fucking radio. She stabbed me! I've been stabbed! The lady goes to pick up the knife to stab the cop again, and the lady cop opens up on her. Bop, 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 bop. Like, guts her. And I do mean guts her. Her intestines are on the pavement, and she is sitting up. She's sitting up on her knees, doing that to the cop, like with crazy eyes. So and the like when here, I know that this
like
is what happened. When every police officer who heard that female cop scream, "I've been stabbed," and like scream, you could tell she was afraid. They came running. Like so much backup showed up, and they're all just looking at I'm not exaggerating, 4 guys in a circle around the female cop, patching her up. She's pretty hot. Like eventually you get to see somebody else's point of view, and she's one of the like hotter female cops I've ever.
Damn.
But she smoked this chick, and the chick won't give up the knife. She's still got the knife. She won't give it up, and so they put the dog on her. So the dog's fucking her up.
The hound's on the bitch.
And the lady's fighting the dog now. And the cop's like, "Stop hitting my dog! Stop hitting my dog!" And I'm like, dude, the dog's there to get hit. Put armor on him or don't send him in. Like if you can't beat this gut shot lady up, then like finally
then it needs to be retired. Yeah.
So the dog's fucking her up, and somebody else comes and shoots her with a taser. And then somebody else comes and kicks the knife out of her hand. And then they all just beat the shit out of her and drag her away. And somebody goes, "Be careful, her guts are hanging out." It was so hardcore.
What a job.
And then once it's all over, they're like, "Wait a minute. Did we clear that house? Let's clear that. Let's go in there." And they find 3 more in the house. Like they were hiding in there.
3 more psychos?
3 more knife wielders?
I think they were like, like drug addicts who were like squatting there. Yeah, they found 3 more lurking in there. They drugged their asses out, hooked them up. And that wasn't even the craziest video. Like I just watched Police Activity like in a montage, right? I watched every one of them back to back from the last 8 months. I saw 3 different cops who did that crazy shit where you shoot a perpetrator who's holding a fucking hostage. I thought that shit only happened in like Lethal Weapon movies.
Like Clint Eastwood shit.
That's some Clint Eastwood shit. When you're holding the guy and you're like, "What are you gonna do, copper?" And you're just like, "Fucking make my day," and shoot him in the face. I saw 3 different cops do that shit.
And they hit the shot?
They hit the shot and dropped the dude.
Were any of them in America? I feel like I see that
all of them are in America.
Argentina.
All of them are in America.
Oh,
and,
nice.
and another thing I've noticed about cops in like the last year's videos, they got red dots and compensators on their Glocks now. Like they're not fucking. They're getting better at being shooters.
Let me jump in. I have a related story. So, the guy that taught my concealed carry course was a sheriff, like a retired sheriff's officer, and he had seen a lot of shit. And this guy and his wife came out of a bar. Anyway, bad guy grabs the wife and does what you're talking about. He's holding the wife, and he's got a knife to the wife's neck or something, and he wants their money. He wants to get their money, their phones, whatever, and then he's going to let her go and head the other way. But dude, man, husband's a concealed carry. So he pulls out his little what's an LCP, Kyle? What is the caliber?
Ruger.
32?
Oh, 380.
Thank you. It is, yeah. So he pulls out his little 380 LCP, and he's like, "Let go of the wife, or I'll shoot you." And the wife is like, "No, don't do this." And he's like, "I got this, baby." And he shoots his wife in the fucking shoulder.
Oh shit!
Can I just say, the Ruger LCP is such a piece of shit. Like, I'd have hit her in the face.
I have one too. There's no telling what I'd hit.
I'll never forget. Like I've told this story before.
He's never gonna hear the end of it.
I bought that. I bought that.
You
fucking.
shot me, you cunt.
I bought
That's
the
actually part of the
LCD.
story. At the concealed carry, apparently she never let him hear the end of it.
He fucking shot her. I bet that he should have went. You see that? Just imagine what I'm gonna do to you if you don't let my wife go.
Well, I think in class he used this
That was just
example.
for
He's like, honey,
fun.
there's dirty dishes everywhere. She's like, well, you shot me. This is her go-to trump card.
But yeah, I'd be like, want another one? He like just twirling
yeah?
the pistol in there.
Just twirling
No.
a pistol, safety off, rounds.
Police activity. Dude, oh, here's another one I saw. This is fucking wild. So two cops pull over a truck. There's two guys in the truck. One cop stays back in the car. The other cop is at the passenger side interviewing these fellas with a flashlight. It's nighttime. And all of a sudden the passenger starts getting kind of uncooperative. He rolls the window up. He's like, I don't want to answer any more questions. He's like, well, actually, I need you to step out of the vehicle. And if they tell you to do that, you got to get out of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. He's like, nope. And the driver says, I'm removing myself from y'all's little argument here. He gets out of the truck, puts his hands up, and goes back to the other officer. He's like, at first, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But the guy is like clearly just like, he sits down, looks at the ground, and he is like not wanting to be part of anything. Like he removes himself. Meanwhile,
Smart guy.
Passenger of the truck is getting into the driver's seat now. And the cop opens the door and he's getting into the passenger seat. He's like, don't you do this. Don't you do it. Dude takes off with the cop. They're both together now in the truck. And the cop is screaming, stop! Stop! I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. He goes, shoot me, motherfucker. He fucking shifts gears. He goes, shoot me, motherfucker. And the cop goes, stop! Stop! He goes, and then the cop starts saying, stop reaching. If a cop ever tells you anybody out there, cop ever tells you to stop reaching, you better go flat and be nice because he's getting ready to murder you.
He's getting ready to kill you in cold blood, and he'll get a paid vacation.
Like, she's
He's got a
pretending
body
he's
cam.
reaching for a gun.
Look, he's making sure his ass is covered because a psychopath who clearly is suicidal is driving him into the night.
It's like
So-
a stop resisting area. Okay.
This guy needs to die. And so the cop goes, pop, 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 kills the guy. The fucking truck rolls to a stop and he gets out like, what the fuck just happened? And his partner's like, the partner was on the radio at the beginning of it. And he was like, he comes over the dispatcher, whatever. He's just like, yeah, like, 743. My truck heading eastbound down 270. My partner's in there with him. They're like, come on back again, number 2. Yeah, that's right. My partner's in the car with him. He's taking my partner eastbound on 270. Happy that eastbound on 270. It's just like they can't believe what's happened. Then I saw.
That's wild.
I'll just do one more of these. I saw one where they.
You love these brutal videos
because it's like the highest level of drama to me because people are dying at the ends of these videos.
It's true.
They try to like serve a warrant on a guy and he's got a fucking machine gun and he starts shooting a machine gun from the inside of a Dallas or a Houston home and he kills 2 cops before they gun him down. It was fucking wild.
Where was he in the home? Or better yet, was he in a bathtub by chance?
No, he's just like in the, like it's dark in there. They hadn't made entry yet. They're still at the front door. It's fucking wild.
Kyle, this is something you might know, oddly. Do you think a bathtub is bulletproof?
What kind?
That's a good question.
Kevlar.
Brandon, you're breathing in your mic just a wee bit.
You don't like it? I was doing it for you.
I hate it so fucking much.
Damn, bro.
I watched a TV show, Euphoria. I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
And without spoiling too much, there's a scene where there's a shootout and one of the characters gets in a bathtub. And I was like, I wonder if that works. Does that...
Was it one of those old-timey bathtubs that has legs?
It wasn't. I think it was the one that's kind of built into the wall and this seems to connect to all 3 walls.
Yeah.
Might be fiberglass.
If that shit's fiberglass, then like that ain't stopping anything.
Not even a ricochet, like a, obviously if
The
you shoot
tile-
straight at something, it penetrates better
Yeah.
than if you shoot at an angle.
I mean, it's just fiberglass. I think
It's
of that
pretty
as like
tough, though. It
non-existent.
holds- Okay.
I mean, 22s would just shoot all the way through it and kill the person. The tile on the outside is going to be the thing that really like
2
deflects the bullet.
layers, right? Like it kind of like the fiberglass is molded to sort of come up and down the other side.
I'll say this: I have no faith in the bullet protectivity of a fiberglass bathtub.
Okay, but cast iron you'd be on board with.
Yeah, you're gonna need something real to ding through that thing and hurt somebody. That would save you from like explosions, gunshots, fucking twisters, anything. It's that might be a smart appliance to have in the 21st century, believe it or not. One of those freestanding cast iron tubs with a leg on it. If you could get a hatch on that thing,
one.
look at this. Woody is
Thinking
the man.
ahead.
Did you buy it because of the show?
No. We're redoing our master bath, and in these COVID times, it's really difficult to arrange all the supplies to arrive. In the old days, you'd just be like, 2 or 3 weeks before the construction crew comes, you get your bathtub, your tiles, your this, your that. Now we have been collecting materials for months now, and we won't be done till like summer before anyone starts working.
Yeah, it is insane.
Huh.
PCP, and maybe it's because all my experience with PCP comes from internet videos. I always thought that was one you didn't need help identifying. Like that's the kind of thing, like that woman with her guts hanging out who's still like
powder
screaming like a feral
I'm
animal.
talking about if you've got
he's identifying it if it's in your backpack.
Yeah, they're like killing. Yeah, you've got like a baggie of it or something like that.
Oh yeah, I was meaning like if someone's on PCP, they might be able to be like, that person's on PCP.
Dude, I saw a scare. I'm going back to the police videos, but fuck me.
You just love these police videos.
Listen, all right.
Kyle loves police.
It looks like a
shootings.
well-to-do neighborhood, like real fancy. Like there's a gate and everything, Nest camera. This black man walks up and he's like very wide, bug-eyed is how I would describe him. He is bug-eyed. His eyes are so big and white, and he like picks up a paving stone like out in the yard, and he like looks at it and like gets a little grass off of it, and he walks up to the door and he's just like dunk, 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 and he's just like waiting with a rock. Waiting. And then they do that thing from Paranormal Activity where they fast forward the footage and you get that really unnatural thing where the person
it's like swaying,
like sways, and it goes on for like 5 minutes or something, 10 minutes maybe, and then they edit these things so well. The 911 call begins. There's a guy over here on 38 Maple out in my yard, and he knocked, and then he sat out there and he picked up a rock, and then he jimmied my door a little and he couldn't get in, so he left. And well, what does he look like? He's black. All right, we're on the way. So like immediately you see the cops are there like so fucking fast. They probably edited it together, but it's almost comedic.
Yeah, I'm sure
But fucking super cop gets there and he hops out and he's like, "Hey, you okay, sir? What's going on?" And the guy is like a zombie. He comes at him with the same rock. He still got it. And like clobbers the cop with the rock, and now they're on the ground fighting for
the cop got into rock range.
He got into rock range. What an
idiot!
Yeah, and so now the cops like semi-stoned on the ground, and they're tussling. But the cops got a gun, so he like that and just killed the shit out of him. But there's a moment they use it for the thumbnail in the video. So if anybody wants to like find this video, I'm not going to tell you the name of it. Scroll until you see the eyes. Those eyes, like when you see it's the thumbnails from his body cam, and it's just really dark, and then a very dark skinned black man, and then these saucer eyes with big pupils. I don't know what the fuck he's on, but when you mentioned PCP, that's what made me think of this, because he's deranged. Something. He's deranged. He's out like looking to do violence.
Did he go down like when he was shot, or was it like he took?
They're on the
ground. The amount of bullets is like a pit bull,
dude. They usually open up. What I've noticed, and here's a disparity I have noticed: they will shoot a white woman once. Okay, you know what I mean? You ever see like when cops have to shoot somebody, they all go and like dump their magazine. Like I think part of that is so. It's like when Tony Soprano killed that kid in the park, and he like looked at his buddy like, "Now you do it." So we're both in on this. It doesn't matter who shot the first bullet. We did this. And it's kind of like that.
The whole gang's involved. You can't get rid of all of us.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just lost my train of thought. What was it? Where was I going? Like 3 seconds?
It was a cop story, and they shoot white women once, and this bad guy was there.
Yes.
Came very quickly.
Yeah. So when it's black guys, they like all dump their magazines. But I've noticed that like when it's a white person, sometimes they'll give them a little one tap, and they'll give them a chance to live. Like, and if the white person drops, you're like, all right, let's get him some medical help. Let's patch him up. But I've saw so many like black guys just get the dump your magazine like treatment. And I'm sure it varies cop by cop as well.
Yeah. And it depends if the person has a weapon or not.
And look, almost 99% of the scenarios I'm describing that I saw on that police activity thing, I'd have dumped the magazine too. Those guys needed killing as fast as you kill them because they're in the process of killing people. One guy was literally stabbing his mother like this as fast as he could when the cops come in the room, and they're just trying to kill him as fast as they can without hitting her.
But she's already dead.
She's fine, a little bloody.
He's a terrible stabber.
She's like fighting him off, and he's like in a bad position. But
Jesus Christ,
a lot of those videos aren't edited, like blurred or anything. So like you see like all sorts of nonsense. It's very bloody and very gory. I saw a lot of people die today.
I don't want to watch people die. That's a downer.
Well, then don't watch police activity videos because like
I do not. I watch a video by Covert Go Blue teaching me how to make new magic decks. That's uplifting.
That guy needs to go to Thailand.
Covert Go Blue.